Greetings everybody! Welcome to the first English review of a brand new BYD Champion Hybrid, also known as CLU. Before we start, please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment about this video. This will help me to buy my dream car Mercedes W140. The new BYD entered the world car market so hard that the biggest car manufacturers got shaky. This is the best-selling car in BYD lineup and it has potential to be the best-selling SUV in the world. Price of this car starts from $26,000. In China, no one is selling full-size hybrid SUV with 150 km EV range with so many options and with 8-year warranty for $26,000. With this car you are not afraid of high fuel prices or power shutdowns or any other shortages that can happen in developing countries or developed countries. Design of hybrid is much nicer than full EV. Front chrome lines give more aggressive vibes. I have full review of BYD Song Champion EV, link is below. But with those lines everything becomes more serious. Basically they have the same design, the only difference is between chrome lines and the holes that cool down the radiator. Car feels more aggressive and grown up than the EV version. It is nice to look at those holes that cool radiators and have good aerodynamics at the same time. Headlights have same concept as bumper. The transition between bumper and the headlights is spotless. Also at front we have scanners, sensors, radars and many cameras to prevent accidents and help adaptive cruise control to operate more clearly. Also we have full-time video recorder that records all the activities. So if you are a lying, cheating spouse, keep this feature on lock. Side design is not very conventional because of the long front nose that does look like a afterthought. Also we have 19-inch wheels that can consume potholes and cover road noise nicely. Design at the back is not so different as from previous model. Illumination is a little bit brighter and nicer, but the front design and the back design does not look like it came from the same car. It looks like two different people drew two different cars and just glued them. Even with those drawbacks, in general, car looks nice. It looks nice if you look at it from the close and it looks nice if you look at it very far away. This is the first BYD hybrid champion in Uzbekistan, and the funny thing is that sales executive from that showroom that I borrowed the car came outside the dealership to take pictures for himself. Under hood we have nicest engine cover I ever seen that has a very thick material for sound isolation. I like how thick it is. I was so impressed by the engine cover that I almost forgot about the engine. Our engine is half generator, half engine. It is 4-cylinder 1.5 liter naturally aspirated engine and generates 80 brake horsepower. This engine is very reliable. In China, BYD is very popular with taxi companies, so this hybrid setup already had done 250-300,000 kilometers without any problems. And fuel consumption is unbelievable, 58 miles per gallon or 4 liters per 100 kilometers for my European friends. That is the real number in the city. This car will be as gentle with your wallet as mother's milk to a newborn baby. I have few friends who bought previous hybrid Songs and they usually drive it only on the EV mode and use petrol engines only when they go out of town. This new Champion model has 150 km EV range and the system is also plug-in. If you fully empty the batteries, you will have the top speed of 70 km. That's it, car will not go any faster because it will send it power to charge the batteries and to drive your car. So if you're planning to drag race your plug-in hybrid, you need to fully charge everything. 0 to 100 km will happen in 8 seconds. If you combine two motors together, car will develop 200 brake horsepower and it has only front-wheel drive. Welcome to the most wanted interior color in the world. Cognac interior for BYD buyers is as wanted as 3 AM drunk call to your ex-girlfriend to ask her if she's sleeping or not. With this color, car looks more luxurious. Stitching everywhere is nice, all the materials are made good to touch and they're also not bad. Everything here was created not by marketing department but by the real engineers with families. For example, these buttons on central console. These are the real buttons. I hate when manufacturers use sensors that do not give any feedback on your command, and you feel like a middle child that was forgotten in the department mall. Here every button is real and nice to touch and gives you exact response on your command. Gear lever is tiny and you do not need time to get used to it because it's very easy to use. Ambient lighting helps you to relax in this car. Also we have a 12-inch screen and it has good response speed. I like the camera 360 that you can turn around while you're driving, and I also like the fact that there is not one bad review about the screen system that can rotate. Also, I like that you can turn off the screen while you're driving and it will only show you the time, and that is nice. Together with BYD premium sound system called Infinity that has 10 speakers and double glazing glass, car is very quiet and nice to sit in. You do enjoy driving it in the long distance. Space at the back is huge, and I'm happy that the new Song is not a 7-seater, because if it was, it would be not very spacious at the back and will not have nice 2 in the trunk. And because we have only 5 seats at the back, you enjoy huge space. Also, you enjoy cognac interior, panoramic roof, and you have a phone charge for long and nice trips. Even with overweight sausage body like mine, I felt very comfortable here. Trunk is not big, actually it feels a little bit tiny. For such a huge car, it really feels cramped. All the sacrifice have to be done because of the hybrid system and the batteries that we have under the car. We don't have spare wheel, but we do have hot glue. I love the fact that the trunk is covered with nice and good sound isolation. Handling of this car is very strange. We have McPherson struts in the front and at the back we have full independent suspension. Weight of the car is 1.8 tons, mainly because of huge batteries and the engine setup. When you drive it aggressively, you can feel that the weight in the corners killing all the fun. And weight distribution is a little bit messed up, but you can predict where car will slide if something bad happens, and it has gazillion different safety systems that do interfere while you're driving. So if you want to drive it like suicidal depressed middle-aged man that cannot afford to divorce his wife, this car will not give you any fun. Nevertheless, handling is much more thought through than in the BYD Destroyer 3 that I did review. On that car, handling was horrible. What I like about this new car is the change from electric power to petrol. It's very smooth, and you can feel that they changed rapid electric power, so the transition from the electric to petrol would be less noticeable. Safety features do interfere on every single change in the car's direction. That's very annoying. Sometimes the wheel vibrates, it automatically brakes a little bit, makes strange noises, so it's better to turn off some of those features. When I was driving the car, I had the feeling that they decreased EV pull power, so it would not feel so aggressive, and it will match the transition of the petrol. So basically you have like linear power delivery. I'm very happy that there is no more horrible artificial noise that previous models made. On the low speeds like 40-50 kilometers, the noise was just unbearable. It's like some kind of UFO that is trying to make you vomit with the sound when it comes near you. But the new noise is so good that you don't pay attention to it. Really, I just forgot that the car makes such a noise. Difference between previous BYD songs are very little, but there are many little things that is different in this car. It is a little bit quieter, the engine tune is different, it is a little bit softer. Everything is a little bit better. For example, let's take this engine cover. In previous song, the cover has less sound isolation. The edges of the car cover is so sharp that they try to take your fingers when you open the engine. and the plastics feel more cheaper, and the access to pull that cover is not pleasant. In the new song Champion, you can feel that everything is more expensive. Everything you touch is just a little bit nicer. When you drive it, you really feel that you bought a car with the great value. Fuel economy is just mind-blowing here. EV range is one of the biggest in the hybrid segment. There will be no more all-wheel drive versions with the turbo engine, and I think that BYD stopped making four-wheel drive versions with the turbo engine just because it's more pricey to fix the four-wheel drive system and the turbo engine. And they give the huge warranty, so they cannot afford to spend so much money on them. Even with this hybrid song, maintenance requirements are very weird, and you can feel that some things are not necessary and BYD is scamming you. For instance, the oil change must be done every 6,000 kilometers in the engine, and oil change must be done every 20,000 kilometers in differential, and also in 40,000 kilometers. I can understand that BYD must earn money from their 8-year warranty that they give, but I think that the oil change in differential is not necessary at 20,000 kilometers. I truly believe that this car will be very popular around the world, and BYD as a company will continually kill all the competitors very aggressively. With their warranties and features and what they offer to the customers is just very mind-blowing. In the world of soulless SUV, this one is truly a champion.
Крутит?
Да.
Так, пока мы едем на электротяге и... Нет. Нет. Сейчас, подожди, сейчас мы этот... Надо куртку кожаную. Вон еще один едет, обычный. Надо с ним поставиться.
Он обычно едет.
Радиатор, радиатор, радиатор.